All right, everybody. So for the first 5 yoga poses this week, we have starting with mountain pose. So you're going to have your feet right underneath your hips. Bring your chest up and think of that string coming out the top of your head. We're just going to do this one with our arms down for right now. So feel your chest open and widen and reach the top of your head all the way up to the ceiling here, and then push through the bottoms of your feet. So we have a nice stretch from our feet to our head, across our chest, and we're taking nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to continue to number 2, which is going to be our tree pose, and we know this one. So you can start with your arms out to the side and find your balance on one foot. We want to bring that foot near our ankle. We can bring it up. If you're feeling stable, you can bring your hands to your chest or back out to your branches. And once you're stable on one leg, you can start to play with the height of the opposite leg. You can bring it to your shoulder. We can also hold onto a chair. So I don't have a chair, but imagine I'm holding onto an imaginary chair here, and that'll help my balance a little bit as well. And once I find a position where I can hold my balance, I'm going to take a few deep breaths. I'm going to stretch my arms out and reach my head to the ceiling. And I'm going to press down into the floor. Nice spread out feet. Yeah, very good, everybody. Bringing that head to the top of the ceiling. You can bring your hands to heart center. If you feel comfortable, you can always keep them out at your branches. We're going to do that on both sides, and then we'll come to number 3, our chair pose. So chair pose, we have our arms out in front of us. We're going to sit back into an imaginary chair, and we want to make sure that our knees come right over our toes. Okay? Yeah, perfect. So we're going to sit back in that imaginary chair, open up our chest, reach our fingers to the ceiling, and if you have that chair beside you, you can use it in this pose as well. I don't have a chair, so we're going to use our imagination, but you can always use a chair to help support you if you need to. Awesome. We're going to come back to number 4, our forward fold. So we have our feet placed apart, hip distance. We're going to reach those hands up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. And then you can bring your hands to your thighs, your shins, your ankles, or all the way to the floor if you can reach. When you're on the floor, we want to let the head drop and release. So maybe shake your head no, and think of the crown of your head dropping down through to the bottom of the floor. We're going to just take a nice stretch here as we take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And once you take a few, you'll come on back up for our last pose of the day, which is going to be our downward dog. We also know this one. We're going to walk those hands in front of us. Stick your hips up to the ceiling. Get that tailbone stretching over. And we have a nice long line between your wrists and your hips. You can also use our invisible chair here. Put your hands on the chair. Take a few steps back and stretch from there. So if we can't reach to the floor, we can use a chair, a bed, anything, a table even will work. So we can use what we have in our room. All right, awesome job.